Shalom again. Yahweh Shem Yashai B'Shem Kukadosh Barakatham. Yahweh Shem Yashai to bless, you, plural, all right? The you of the elect, that is, the Bakayim, Shal Yashal, and the belongs to our apostles and elders, great millstone, peace, side chasing the elect. Let's resume the lesson which cut off due to the software. And as I was reading Isaiah, the 44th chapter, in verse 13, it says, at this latter verse where it cut off, according to the beauty of a man, that it may remain in the house, he heweth him down cedars, and taketh the cypress and oak, which he strengthened for himself among the trees of the forest. He planteth an ash, and the rain doth nourish it. Then shall it be, for a man to burn, for he will take thereof and warm himself. Yea, he kindleth it, and baketh bread. Yea, he maketh a god, and worship it. He maketh it a graven image, and falleth down thereto. Alright, you're showing that this is the imaginations of many men. Alright. These idols, he burneth part thereof in the fire, with part thereof he eats its flesh. He roasteth roast, and is satisfied. Yeah, he warmeth himself, and say, Aha, I am warm, I have seen fire. And the residue thereof he maketh a god, even his graven image. He falleth down unto it, and worship it, and prayeth unto it, and said, Deliver me, for thou art my God. So, showing you how, like, basically creation of idols and such, and basically how men done made up and gave that energy onto it. All right, they have not known nor understood these idols, for he has shut their eyes, and that's like that they cannot see, in their hearts, that they cannot understand. Now, this would be the men, actually, Slakia. All right, because it's the men that obviously that create these idols. They can't see, and their heart can't understand. Okay, spiritually, right? Understand the truth. And none considered in his heart or mind, neither is there knowledge nor understanding, to say, I burnt part of it in the fire. Yeah, also I have baked bread upon the coals thereof. I have roasted flesh and eaten it, and shall I make the residue thereof an abomination, or detestable? Shall I fall down to the stock of a tree? He feedeth on ashes. A deceived heart had turned him aside. Okay, so that's it right there. That he cannot deliver his soul, nor say, Is there not a lie in my right hand? Okay, at your authority. All right. So, pretty much, men make up the imagination of idols, and that energy and power, that really comes from the Lord, on the left hand side. They're basically ordained on the left hand side of something being done, or something like that, because the Lord deals with the balance, but we know obviously righteousness triumphs over all. Now, let me see, I got another precept which just goes into how, as I have mentioned, you have witches that are literally plotting against you and praying against you, to the Most High. You got different wicked elite that know the Lord's name, and constantly put them up. All right, so this is Revelation chapter 12, and this is verse 10. And it says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his anointed. Yahweh Shai, the word in God Jesus Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. Okay, so you have to have witches that are actually performing that. Okay, that's doing this accusing or categoreo, which goes into basically to accuse or make an accusation, to bring a charge with an offense and such. All right, and you have that on the highest level with the elite, which are practitioners of divination. They're Edomites, and you have low level, damn devils. They'll go to their different gods and idols, and they'll take offense at us, and try to use them powers, try to use them, of course, against us. But if we are elect, we have nothing to worry. And I'm gonna leave basically with two other precepts. And this is it's gonna be in Sirach chapter 34. We'll get it real quick. And of course we got the numbers. Next chapter over right here. Sirach chapter 34. And verse 12. It says, this is Sirach or Book of Ecclesiasticus, the Apocrypha, chapter 34 and 12. It says, I was oftentimes in danger of death. You have actual witches or Kashapium that put various spells or hexes for death on, us and such. When you are witch ill, okay, in danger of death. Yet I was delivered because of these things. What things is that? The spirit of those that fear the Lord, which we possess, the Holy Spirit, shall live. For their hope or expectation is in him that saveth them. So understand, we have a power that's a deliverer, a power that delivers us from evil, and various temptations that we're in. The Lord leaveth, of course, to escape. Which can try to put up a damn curse. The Lord trick them, make them think that it's actually working, only to make that backfire on them and deliver you out of the situation and such. It says, blessed is the soul of him that feared the Lord, to whom doth he look, and who is his strength. Right? Which our strength is the Lord. For the eyes the eyes of the Lord are upon them that love him, which we have, of course, the eyes of the Lord being his angels. All right. He is their mighty protection and strong stay, which ultimately is the Lord, but the Lord gives the sanction to our angels to obviously look over them, that fear the Lord. We know that, in different places in the scriptures that talk about our angels. I think Psalms 34. I gotta find it. Psalms 34, if I'm not mistaken. Angels of the Lord camp about them that fear. This is 34 Psalms and 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. Okay, that's just one. Mm. I think this might be in Hebrews if I can find it. Behold the face. Yeah, behold the face. Behold the face. They're angels. Alright, this is... As soon as I said that, my phone actually lit up too. And that's applicable too. To find this precept, but I may have to Google it. Angels, behold the face of... Yeah, so that's Matthew 18 and 10. Alright, Matthew chapter 18 and 10. It reads here. It says, take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones, and we are the little ones, the humble ones, the elect, the Lord's children. For I say unto you that in heaven their angels, all right, we have multiple angels, do always, the elect have multiple angels, do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. Okay? So understand this is Yahweh Shai speaking. Okay? The Lord giving that warning. Okay, and the Lord, as he go into, it says, for the Son of Man has come to save that which was lost. All right? Of course, the children of Israel, but the elect specifically. All right? How think ye, if a man have 100 sheep, and one of them gone astray, doth he leave 99 and goeth unto the mountain and seeketh that which is gone astray? And if so be that he find it, verily I say unto you, he rejoiceth more of that sheep than the 99 which went not astray. Even so, it is not the will of the Father which is in heaven that one of these little ones should perish. So, the Lord, as he goes into, when you go into the precepts, that the Lord, we're going to require the elect of that number. So thus we have a covert from witchcraft and those things. Okay? Because of the Lord. All right? There is no enchantment against Jacob, neither any divination against Israel. Numbers 23 and 23. All right. So, and that required that number, I believe it's in the book of Ezra. But see if I can find it. It might be like the 8th chapter or something like that. But the important thing is to know, whoso, back in Sirach 34 and 14, whoso feared the Lord shall not fear nor be afraid, for he is their hope. All right, and that's most important, like, because you have it where the dude talked about how the chick put up basically said that she put up a curse, man. And it's a young chick. She's 35, I believe, or 34. Young blonde chick. Already looked into who she actually is. young chick, and got multiple kids. I never see her with a man, a constant man. She pretty much just suck energy, just like a succubus, right? Just suck energy from various dudes and stuff, abort kids and such. Most likely is an Edomite. Like I said, I was told basically the chick had a dude, was a roofer, and basically dealing with this dude, and then I don't think they deal with got a roof out of him, probably sucked all whatever energy out of him, and then once or whatever aborted the kid. She, they a lot of the chicks practice sexual magic, so they know the energy that goes in with sex, and then put up a sacrifice, abortion, But let me see if I can find that required of that number. I believe it's in the second address, the 8th chapter. One of my favorite scriptures too. Let me see it require. Alright, let's see if I can find this precept real quick. Gotta be second address 8, man. Why? I don't even think it's gonna come up in here because this ain't the King James 1611. I'm pretty much at the end of the lesson though. Require Apocrypha only. Second address. Actually 2 and 26. It says, as for the servants whom I have given thee. Alright. Which the Lord did give the elect to Yahushai. The Most High did give the elect to Yahushai. There shall not one of them perish. Alright, remember, refer back to at Matthew's we are reading, that 18th chapter. For I will require them from among thy number. Alright? You have a number of the elect, 144,000 in the great peaceful multitude. Alright, so, in conclusion, remember, even so is not the will of your Father which is in heaven, that one of these little ones should perish, the elect. Alright? So remember, we have a covering. Alright, the elect have a covering. Lord willing, we be of that elect. Alright, let me see, Numbers 23. But hey, don't be going and dibbling all into witchcraft. Jake was in the world. You got Jake that's in the world and stuff. Going and asking, witches questions and stuff like that about their future, fortune tellers and stuff. Those are diviners. You're restricted to do any of that nature. The Lord will jack you up from that. That's breaking the law, statutes, commandments. All right. So if you do that, you better stop. Wizards dealing with all of that. So this is Numbers chapter 23 and 23, and it says, surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. Which I believe the elder Monaghan from DC, I believe he converted into the Hebrew, which I know is like La'a Quasam. I think, yeah. La'a Quasam. It says Wa in La'a not. Qasam is going into divination. Ba Yasha'Allah is Israel. Alright, or against Israel. Alright. I believe how he put it on, like Kaya, like here. So Kaya for La'a, no or not. Nakash is going into enchantment. Ba Yaiqab against Jacob. Wala'a and not. Qasam, divination. Ba is in Yasha'Allah or Israel. Alright, specifically talking about the elect. Alright, so stay away from from evil as much as possible. But we have, of course, a hedge, even when people are trying to go against us. Just as you can read the account with Balaam and Balak, which you have that hiring of I believe that was get the names mixed up. Let's get it. Just double check again. Balak, which was a Moabite king, if I'm not mistaken, and Balaam was hired to curse Israel, but it didn't work. All right. And the Lord had the spirit put on him to even see certain things, future. But it says, and Balak said unto Balaam, neither curse them at all, nor bless them at all. But Balaam answered and said unto Balak, told not I thee so, or told not I thee, saying, all the Lord speaketh that I must do. All right, you can just read the whole account. Read the whole account, all right, on your own. So you have, actually in the history of Israel, the heathen nations actually coming to seek the higher out, which is to come against us, curse us. It failed, because remember, it's all up to the Lord. The Lord controls all the power. He's the almighty power. All right, so shalom to the elect. Hope you're edified by the lesson.